Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a message that I received. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. If you have any confession that you wish to share with us, please do not hesitate to just drop a message on TikTok, even if you use your account or just an account that you would have created just to give us your confession. It is okay. Then we will share your confession on YouTube as well as on TikTok. This is quite a strange message that I received. The message reads like this. Hello, how are you? I will show them flames, and this I promised myself that I will show them flames. So before I had managed to get all of this money, before I had traveled and went to South Africa, bought a house there, as well as having a house here in Abuja, I was just a guy. You will call me a maker. I was just a small guy selling his electronics in Lagos. I was running a small company, running cables and making sure that I tried to survive. I used to sell generators as well. So I was a church going man, and at church there was a woman that I was dating. She was a single mother. That was the problem that my mother was having. She was like, you cannot marry a woman that has a child and yet you do not have a child. You need to find someone who does not have a child so that you can start life together. So this woman, she loved me, and she used to assist me with everything. Anything that I wanted, she would assist me, and we were in love. But because of my parents, my mother said that she was unable to bless our marriage if I was going to go ahead and get married to this woman, simply because she had a child and she had been divorced. My mother said that any woman that gets divorced from her husband is going straight to hell. So I then dumped that woman. She cried, but I told her that she needed to understand, because this is what my parents wanted, and we could not get married to each other without any blessings. And then that was when I met her. So she was that type of a woman who will come into your life and you will think that God has blessed you. She was beautiful in each and every way. She was someone that I was proud of. Everyone saw that I was dating a woman that was pretty, that was beautiful. What I did not know was that this woman, she was just a gold digger, and she had fell in love with me because I was able to give her a little bit of money. I met her when she was still in university. Me trying to prove a point to her, I would take some money and give it to her, and she would give me love back. I was working hard. I can say that it was because of her I hustled even more harder until I had 3 shops, and by the time that she was done with me, I was begging men that I once hired, that I once paid salaries to. She took everything because I had given her everything. I watched her walk out of my 1-room flat with a new man in her handbag, and it was the most painful thing that had ever happened to me. I can safely say that this was the day that I died. And when I recovered from that heartbreak, I was a changed person. Some can say that he became a monster. Maybe it is the truth, because I saw that women, they will never love you for no reason at all. A woman will only love you because she wished to benefit something from you. And then that was when I was introduced to this other man by a friend of mine. He went with me to this other shrine, and this man, he used to sell car batteries on my street. And this guy, he now was driving a G-Wagon. And I asked him, guy, what happened to you so much that now you are driving such a big car, yet you used to hustle? And then he told me that he had made a covenant with a man, and he wanted to take me to that person, for he knew what I was going through, the heartbreak. He had even tried to give me counseling not to kill myself over a woman. She was just a woman. There were many women in this world. And then that was when I was taken to that shrine. When I went there, he told me what to do. When we got off from his G-Wagon, he told me to leave my shoes in the car and then to rolling my trousers up to my knees. We then went to the shrine. They instructed me to kneel down, and that was when he offered blood, and I just knelt there in silence as I watched him doing his rituals. After that, that was when I started consulting with that priest, and the priest told me that there were enemies, and those enemies were the ones that he had brought me to my feet. Even though the woman that I was dating, she had taken all of my money, I was then given a small leaf that I was supposed to put underneath my pillow. In the morning, it had disappeared, and I informed my friend, who informed the priest. Then the next day, that was when I was bathing, and I found out that there was a snake with me in the shower. I screamed out so loud, and then that was when I saw the man, the priest. He appeared in the walls. I just saw his face, and he said, "Do not be afraid, for this is your companion that I have chosen for you. Do whatever that it wishes you to do, and it will grant you all the great wealth." So I then took that python and I put it in a basket. And as the man had told me, I was going to have a dream, and the snake was going to show me. Then I had a dream. I was in a vision, and I was surrounded by many naked women. And then the snake told me that it survives by sucking the breast of all the women that were surrounding me. That is when my journey started. So then I started dating this other woman. The first woman that I took to this other hotel, I had my snake with me, and when she was totally drunk, I stripped her naked, and I took that snake and it started to suck on her breast. I made money, opened more shops. My ex-woman tried to come back to me, but I told her that we could not be together anymore, because now she knew that I had money. I did not want to get tied down to a single woman. Then that was when I migrated. I left my country and I wanted to settle in South Africa, and there I slept with too many women. I bought a beautiful property there, and I used to host parties almost each and every day at my place. People knew that there was always a party that was going on. I still remember this other South African girl. I found her on Instagram. She had a beautiful body, and then that was when we started dating. When we slept together, I then waited for her to fall fast asleep. Unfortunately, this one, there was something that was wrong with her spiritually. She woke up in the middle of the ritual, and she saw that there was a snake that was breastfeeding from her breast. So this snake, what it does is that when I am with a woman, when she is fast asleep, whether she is too drunk, when I take this snake, it will start by licking the breast of that woman. Then it will lick the nipple of that woman. Then there will be blood that will be coming out. It will be just droplets of blood. And then it will start to suck on the breast of that woman. That is how it survives. Unfortunately, this woman, she saw things that she was not supposed to see. I then returned back to Nigeria, where I am currently staying now. And then that was when COVID hit. That woman, she passed away because of the things that she saw. She was never supposed to see that snake. So I am someone that is always chasing after this woman, and I usually target those ones, you know them, those ones that are always active on social media, showing off their bodies to different men, and I will be waiting for such women to show them flames. They are going to pay until I die for what my ex-girlfriend did to me. These women, all that they want is money, and the money I will give to them. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our brother. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Let us speak with him in the comment section.